Excuse me. Just gonna wait for people to come. On. Okay. Just gonna wait, just gonna wait, just gonna wait. Hello, welcome. Hello to the other people that just joined. Welcome. Anywho, let's get started. Hello, welcome. First item on today's agenda. I know I have not talked. I know I haven't talked about this yet, but Marvel Zombies. Watched it like a couple weeks ago when it first came out. Freaking love it. Freaking love it. Marvel Zombies was great. Marvel Zombies was freaking fantastic. I live on Long Island. Marvel Zombies, man. Marvel Zombies was fantastic. I love the animation. I loved the I just do reviews, man. I do. I mostly do reviews. I sometimes do impressions. I just try to be entertaining. That's it. That's mostly what I am. That's mostly what I do. Is I try to be as entertaining and funny and honest as possible. But also I'm just a nerd. I'm a movie, TV show, comic book loving nerd. That's pretty much about it. Anywho, also, if you're new, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. I don't I don't have a work visa. I was born and raised in America. But yeah. Anywho, oh wow. That was looking crazy. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh. Marvel Zombies had the animation was fantastic. The storyline was pretty good. Wanda, zombie Wanda, man, she was the big villain, which honestly made more, which honestly made sense. What else? The action was pretty good. I could have I could have maybe wanted a different ending to Marvel Zombies, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad of an ending. It wasn't a bad ending. Definitely left a cliffhanger there. It definitely ended on a cliffhanger, which I hope we get a second season, but if we don't, we don't. I mean, it would be nice to get some answers, you know, but I'm fine with how it ended. Zesty voice. Thank you. I guess. Thanks. I do like music. Hello, Lena. I don't know if I pronounced that right or wrong, but if I pronounced it wrong, I am sorry. But I said hi. Oh, hi. Sorry, my brain is kind of all over the place right now. I think that's all I have. I think that's all I got to say about Marvel Zombies so far. So I'm gonna move on to the. Oh, wait. What did you guys think of Marvel Zombies if you've watched it yet? Because honestly, I think it was really good. I think it was a really good show. Definitely wish there was more episodes, but I do not know what that is. I do not know what you just said. Also, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Um, but I want to know what you guys thought of Marvel Zombies before moving on to the next. If you've watched Marvel Zombies yet, but I'm just doing a live review of stuff that I need to that I want to talk about, and you know, voice my opinions and be as entertaining as possible. That's what I'm doing. What? I'm not gay or a transport. I don't even know what that means. What, like the metal thing? That I'm confused on that last part, but I'm not gay. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm a dude. I like women. Also, if you're new, please like, share, subscribe, and if you haven't already. Hello, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know if you've watched Marvel Zombies, and if you have, what did you think of it? Because I will be... Thank you. All natural. Because I want to know what you guys thought of Marvel Zombies if you've watched it. And before getting into the next topic, which will be Twisted Metal Season 2, I want to see what you guys thought. If you've seen Marvel Zombies, what you guys thought of Marvel Zombies. Or Marvel Zombies. On Disney Plus. So yeah. Let me know if you guys watched Marvel Zombies, and if you did or have, let me know what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? You know, that sort of stuff. Also, hello guys who just joined or came in. If you're new, please like, share, subscribe, and let's talk. Ah! That was smooth. do I have films of zombies to recommend? Like zombie movies? Definitely Marvel Zombies, because see, I'm not a big diehard zombie fan, but one thing I do like about Marvel Zombies is it's very fresh. It 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 feels fresh and creative. You know, I do like when you have I like the zombie stuff where it's like, oh, this person is a zombie. You know, this person, you know, is fighting another person with the zombies. You know, it's I like fresh and in inter. I like fresh, creative ideas when it comes to zombies. You know, like I when you're doing zombies, the zombiness of it, the zombie formula kind of gets predictable really fast. Like 28 Days Later is a great zombie movie, right? 28 Weeks Later, pretty good zombie movie. But when there's constant when there's a constantly when there's constantly an over simple formula. You see a zombie, shoot it in the freaking head. You know, basic shit. You know, that's when it gets repetitive and kind of boring. I want to see a zombie get its head chopped off. I want to see like some creative kills when it comes to a zombie. You know, slice and dice, cut another hole in that fucking zombie ass. You know? I live on Long Island, New York. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also another thing I forgot to include is Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil, or that wait, is it Resident Evil? Yeah, I think it is. The one with, I think it's based off of a video game, which I never played, by the way. Resident Evil, pretty good zombie movie. Pretty beloved franchise. I think Doom is a zombie movie. Based off of the Doom video games, which I never also played, but It is a pretty good movie. I think that's a zombie movie. Also, Dawn of the Dead, pretty good zombie movie. Classic. Depends on which version. You got two different versions of Dawn of the Dead. You got the original, directed by the great Sam Raimi. I think Sam Raimi directed Dawn of the Dead. Resident Evil. No, wait. Evil Dead. I was thinking of Evil Dead, but Resident Evil is a pretty good movie too. I do not know. I don't speak French. I know like maybe a couple words in French, but yeah, I don't know French. I've always wanted to learn French, but yeah. Anywho, what else? iZombie is a good show. Is a good zombie show. You should check that out. Shaun of the Dead. Pretty. I would say it's a modern day cult classic now. What else? I just like to see creativeness, you know? Oh, I forgot. Freaking Zombieland. And that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good movie. Do you I mean, depends on what kind of hot dog. Like, if it's a ballpark hot dog, yeah, and if I'm in the mood for a hot dog, yeah, I'll have a hot dog. If it's a Nathan's or a Frank or like a Frank's hot dog, yeah, I'll have a hot dog. I just don't like pigs in a blanket because, like, I don't understand why anyone would want to wrap a little tiny hot dog in a crescent, in croissant thingy majiggy. But anywho, also street hot dogs off the street, pretty good too. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Okay, moving on to the next topic. Anywho, I just got done watching Twisted Metal Season 2. Honestly, pretty good season. Well, I'm still wrapping my head around it. You know, because there's a lot to unpack there. Um, language. What? Hello, Aurora Moon. Languages known. I'm confused by that. Not many. What kind of movies do you like? I like pretty much all kinds of movies. Um, from any from any genre. Um, I like action, rom-coms, um, um, space, adventure, action and adventure films, family movies, all kinds. Um, I'm not really picky when it comes to movies, to be honest. But I mean, some are better than others, and some are worse than others, and you have a happy medium of all the above. What action movies do you recommend? Um, depends on your level of action movies. What's the most memorable trip you've ever taken? Most memorable? I went to Maine. Had fun there. That was pretty memorable. Went to Puerto Rico last year. That was pretty fun and cool and pretty memorable. I don't really travel, so I'm not really sure. Um, I'd love to go do some more traveling and whatnot, but um, just don't really have the money or time to travel. But I would love to travel more. Hopefully, I can get to travel some more and do some more things, but only time will tell on that one. But anywho, if you're new and if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, and yeah. Anywho, um, sorry. It's been like a few weeks since my last review live. I'm also trying to update my camera quality and, give you guys better quality videos. Not, but don't really have the money, so plus I do the best with what I got. What? I'm so confused. What's a child? There's a lot. There's a lot. I don't even know where to begin on that one. I'm confused, man. What you mean by fucking me? What? I'm confused. Anywho, I know you said hi like a while ago. I'm confused. Also, I will be at Comic-Con. I will be going to Comic-Con this Saturday, so I will be going to the New York City Comic-Con, meeting some of my favorite celebrities. What's something Comic-Con. Going to the New York City Comic-Con and the San Diego Comic-Con. Those are a couple of things that I've always dreamt of doing and going, but have not yet, keyword yet, to one of them. But I will be going to the New York City Comic-Con Saturday. So one of them is gonna be checked off. Checked off. Also, I've dreamt of hitting 500,000 subscribers or more, but have not reached that level yet. That's another thing I've dreamt of, or have been dreaming of, but have not yet gotten yet. But hopefully I will soon. But yeah, that would be amazing. Also, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. I was talking about Twisted Metal. I did start this on Twisted Metal season 2. Sweet Tooth in this season is really funny. Sweet Tooth in this season is really freaking hilarious. It's John and Quiet. Are reunited and fight and make love. And the tournament begins. If you had to eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know. I like pasta. I like Italian food, but I also love burgers and Chinese food. So I don't know. And I hope there's this. Anyways, getting back to topic. I hope there's a season 3 of Twisted Metal. I hope there's a season 3 of Twisted Metal. It was a pretty good season. Funny. Action. Don't really need a ton of storyline. Pretty decent storyline. Plot not bad. Also, I never played Twisted Metal, but I love Twisted Metal the series, the show. Also, another thing, I have a theory. Twisted Metal is literally Death Wish, but like a prequel. Like, hear me out. Twisted Metal is a prequel to Death Race, to the Death Race franchise. Think about it. If you watch Death Race, the early Death Race movies and the reboots, the reboot of Death Race, which I think came out, which they came out in like the late 2000s to early 2010s. Those ones, Death Race. I mean, not Death Race. Twisted Metal is a prequel to that, and Mad Max. Like, the Death Race franchise is a prequel to Mad Max franchise. And just saying, like, fan theory wise, it goes Twisted Metal, Death Race, or Death Wish. Yeah, Death Race. Then we get into Mad Max. And then after Mad Max, maybe Hunger Games. Maybe Hunger Games. But yeah, that's where I'm thinking of right now. To answer your question, which movies have you watched? Oof. Tarzan, Hercules, Logan, Blade, Superman, Batman, any of the Batman movies, any of the X-Men movies, all 3 Blade movies, The Mask, pretty much any Tarzan movie, Nosferatu, any vampire movies, any werewolf movies, pretty much any Hercules movies, any Ben-Hur movies I've watched a bunch of times. He-Man, Howard the Duck, for obvious reasons. Logan. Really love Logan. The Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. The two Fantastic Four movies from 2005 and 2007, Hellboy, Van Helsing, what else? Buffy, Grease, one, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Casper, franchise, Psycho, American Psycho. Good night. Hope you sleep well. Getting on to the next topic, which I just got done watching. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Or Nightmare. Pretty good movie. Holy crap, man. Holy freaking crap. Wow. That movie is something. That movie is something. Excuse me. Had to add some people. Had to add some people. Anywho, I'm back. Hello, welcome. And they're vanished. Hello, welcome. Skeletor, Trapjaw, Scareglow. New for 20, He-Man. Wacko. Anywho, hey guys, welcome to the people who just came in. If you're new, please like, share, subscribe, and I just started talking. I am just starting to talk about the Peter Pan movie, the Peter Pan horror movie, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Pretty freaking crazy ass fucking movie. Holy shit. Holy freaking shit, man. Um, pretty intense. Honestly, I would have loved to see the kills, but the kills were done off screen. Some of them were done off screen. Most of them were like you could see the kills. Like this dude, Peter Pan, killed I think he killed a woman with a meat tenderizer. Like goes freaking ham. And shit gets crazy, man. We pick up 15 years later after that. Opening scene. Opening. Kidnaps little boy named Michael. He's not that little. He's not so little, but Hook at the end. Gets the job done. In a way, gets the job done. Which was interesting. Also, he like shoves a knife into the freaking bus driver's stomach. Not stomach. Freaking chin. Interesting move. And then he just freaking stabs a dude. Thank you. He freaking stabs a dude. He stabs a fat motherfucker in the store. In the neck. He goes like he goes all freaking Michael Myers on the fat motherfucker. That's how crazy this dude is. And Tinkerbell is a dude now? Okay. A transgender dude, which he was kidnapped as a kid, which is an interesting take on the whole Tinkerbell lore and canon of Tinkerbell. But for the horror movie element aspect, pretty good take on that. Anywho, yeah, pretty good movie. Not too bad. Wish there were more kills, but I mean, it is what it is. Wish there were. I wish there were more to it than what I saw and what I got out of it, but I mean, it's the first movie of this whole like Pooh-verse slash twisted fairy tale universe. However, I am interested in seeing more because there's more to this universe, like the whole the Bambi movie, the Pinocchio movie, horror movie, which we've gotten others of, and I would love to see Mickey Mouse a part of this universe, but you know, that's for a whole different situation, a whole nother problem and issue to deal with at a later date. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I've watched Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 is a good favorite of mine. But as far as sequels go, pretty good sequel. But I think that's about it for all I can think of for Peter Pan's Neverland and Nightmares? Or Nightmare? I think Nightmare. Also, he gets the stew treatment. Gets a TV dropped on him, which was pretty deserved, in my opinion. You gotta give a killer the stew treatment. Okay, you just gotta give the dude. You have to give a killer the stew treatment. You know, drop a fucking TV on that motherfucker's head. That's all you gotta do is drop a freaking TV on their freaking head or on them, and might take them a bit to like get it off of them, or you know, and get up. But you know, you just honestly have to drop a TV on a person just for the fun of it, you know. Anywho, welcome. But it was a pretty good movie. Pretty good movie. I had fun watching it. Anywho, I have 3 new songs that I listened to most recently. One of them, Love Zombie by Victoria Justice. Look, I like Victoria Justice. I think she's freaking hot. She's smoking. She's gorgeous. But can we just... Okay, 2 things that I want to point out. One, that dress. Those dresses, or those few dresses in that video, in that music video, God freaking damn. Holy hell. Man, holy freaking hell. Also, how does one become a love zombie? These are the questions I ask myself while watching. Also, also pretty catchy song. Not gonna lie, very catchy, very, very, very catchy. Also, the theme and the tone, I like. It also reminds me of that one scene in Last Man Standing with Tim Allen where his three daughters are in a diner and the middle child sings Pyrac, comes up with Pyrac off the cuff, off the spot, on the spot, off the cuff, and films it after hours. And she's like, "Can't have any of my Pyrac." That's what it reminds me of. If that makes sense. That's that's what I was getting when listening to this song. Was like that one scene at the end of Last Man Standing season, I think season 1. It was like a Valentine's Day episode, and Mandy finds out that the guy she was dating or has been seeing wasn't being faithful or whatever. And she makes a whole song about her Pyrac. It was great. That's what I was getting. That's hello, welcome. How are you? Yeah, that's what I was getting from Victoria Justice's new song, Love Zombie. Also, she does this. I can't do that justice. Yeah. She does this. sorry. I'm good. I'm just doing some reviews right now, live. That's what I'm doing. But thanks. I try my best to be as funny as possible. Also, if you're new, please like, share, subscribe. Mostly share and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah. Getting back to the review of Victoria Justice's new song, Love Zombie. It's a pretty simple video. And I like simple. Simple and creative. You know? Nothing too flashy, Nothing too grand, you know? Nice, simple, and straight to the point. No, but also fun. But also fun. Gotta have fun. Gotta be creative and have fun. Thank you. I've subbed and I haven't heard that song. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, please do. It is. Honestly, I like it. I like the video. It's a very catchy. Also, next music video I want to talk about. Wet Hot. I think it's called Wet Hot American or whatever. This came out like 6 days ago or something. I forget the name of the person, but she has like purple hair. She's hot, by the way. This person's also hot. I think it's Mel something M. Marone M something. I have to think. I think it's called Wet Hot American or Wet Hot America or something like that. But the opening of the song starts out with Jennifer Coolidge from American Pie. Also, I love the American Pie franchise, by the way. When it comes to American Pie, my look, I love Jennifer Coolidge, okay? Jennifer Coolidge is hot. Tons of plastic surgery, but she's still hot, even though she might have tons of plastic surgery. But anyways, when it comes to the American Pie franchise, the best one is American Pie 2, American Pie Band Camp. But the best way to watch the American Pie movies is in order, because there's 9 of them. There's 9 American Pie movies. You got American Pie. You got American Pie 2. You got American Pie 3, American Wedding. You got American Pie Presents Band Camp. American Pie Naked Mile. American Pie Alpha, Beta House or Alpha, yeah, Beta House, I think. The Band Camp one is a bizarre for sure. Totally. Then you got American Pie Presents Book of Love. American Pie Presents American Reunion. And then the 9th one, American Pie Presents Girls Rule. And I've watched all 9 of them. I've watched all 9 American Pies. In order. But yeah. Yet again, Wet Hot American, another simple song, another quick, simple, catchy music video that just gets to the point, and she's just outside of a store singing, smoking a cigarette, drinking a fucking slushie. That's it. Dressed like a freaking slut, but a sexy slut, but catchy, but nice, respectful, sexy slut. If that is even better, I don't even know, but it's just straight, simple, to the point. To the point, and just there. But also pretty interesting. Also one more video. Look, I've reviewed Ella Red quite a bit this year. And this new song, she came out with a couple new songs actually. One, he asked for it, or asked it. Pretty badass song, by the way. She literally kills a dude in the freaking music video, by the way. Also, she's also very hot, by the way. Very cute. Very cute. And in this one, and in the most recent song she came out with, Aphrodite. Look, I love a good Greek mythology. You know, I love Greek mythology. But this one is very interesting. You know, also the music video for this is like old like 1920s to like 1960s, like footage from like history type of stuff. Yeah, no worries. Good night. Rest up and have fun. Ooh, I love Avril Lavigne. I don't know who Amy Shark is, but I will check her out. Sounds awesome. But yeah, get some rest, and yeah. Thanks for coming in and chatting. This also, Ella Red is a very creative person. Sorry, I'm getting back on topic because I got sidetracked and went off on a tangent. And I also was reading what you said. But anywho, Ella Red, man. Um, interesting. One thing I like about this song is the creative way she uses the song to tell her to ask a god, a Greek god, for help and to understand if it's just her or if it's just, life, because one, she's she's a woman who's jealous of another woman, I think, but also wants advice from a Greek god. Pretty catchy. Pretty catchy. And creative on that aspect. I do love how that might seem, like, yeah, a woman might not know if another person wants that person for their body or not. Trust me, I've been there myself. I've had that issue myself too. Like, does this chick like me for me, or do they just want, my body? It happens. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. Guys go through people wanting to use them for their bodies. Girls do too, which I'm not denying that part. But, like, I get it. I understand. But, yeah. Pretty good song. Pretty good song. These 3 songs are fantastic and very simple, catchy, very catchy songs. And simple and just straight to the point. Thanks, you're welcome, and my pleasure. And thanks again. But yeah, I think that's. My thing came apart, but this is a little, like, mini He-Man comic book. That's freaking awesome. Look, a little mini freaking He-Man comic. That's so cool. I love He-Man. And then you got these 3. You got this on the back. That's what this came with. That's the toy this comic, this little mini He-Man comic book came with. Have to get. I need to get that one, this one, and these 3. Just need these 2 and these 3 bad boys. He-Man, Wait, sorry. Masters of the Universe. Double Trouble. By the power of Grayskull. You are my favorite person. He-Man is... You just became my favorite person ever. Not many people know that reference, and I respect it. I respect you and your He-Man knowledge. Freaking awesome. I am stoked about the He-Man. I'm curious on... I'm hopeful for the new He-Man movie. I can't wait for the new He-Man movie. Hopefully it's better than the 1980s Dolph Lundgren He-Man movie, but I digress. And you're welcome. Get some rest. But yeah, make sure you get some rest. Rest up. I'm just reading this right now. I think I'm gonna call it there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end the stream anyways. Yeah, no worries. I will be live again very soon, and make sure you get some rest. Don't want to keep you up too late or too early, but make sure you get plenty of rest, and hope you sleep well and have a good dreams. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far for right now. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day if you haven't already. And catch you guys on the flip side. And I'm a footloose on to the next live. Have a good day. Thanks. You're welcome. Hope to see you soon. Meet you soon. Have a good night.